In the next 60 days, I'm going to be attempting to turn $1,000 into $100,000 day trading Forex. Now, this challenge has my full attention and I will not stop until I complete this challenge. Literally, it doesn't matter how many attempts I have to do. I'm putting my reputation on the line as Signal King to complete this challenge. Now, that's completely fine because I am confident in my analysis and in my day trading skills. Once I complete this challenge, it's safe to say that I'm officially a Forex millionaire. You guys are seeing I'm documenting every single trade and every single analysis that I take on this account. I'm documenting it here weekly on YouTube and daily on my Instagram. Now, last week was the first week of the challenge and we had a rough week. We lost 40% of the account, literally pretty much in the first trade. But that's pretty much how it goes. We're doing a flip account and I'm honestly risking anywhere from like 40 to 70% per trade. Winning the first trade is actually key in this challenge, but that's fine. We'll just come back from that loss this week and we'll try to bring the account back to at least 1,000, anywhere from like 1,000 to 1,200 would be my goal. So let's see how this week goes. All right, what's going on, everyone? It's Monday morning. Here we're on the second week of the challenge. The account is at pretty much 800 bucks and we need to take it to at least $2,000 by the end of the week. And I know we can do this. We just need at least one solid setup. 2 solid setups would be awesome. Last week was a very solid week in the Signal group. The thing is that I over leveraged too much on the first trade, so the winning trades really didn't make up for the losing trade because I risked too much on the account on the first trade. So now with one more trade, we'll be back. Now, pretty much let me break down what I see for USD CAD. Now, pretty much we have USD CAD on the H4 time frame. Notice how price has this big push to the upside, this distribution to the upside. The previous contrary candle that created the push is the true area of demand. So the next target for price is this area here. So we need price to create an area of supply to take us to this next target. But when we go to the M15 time frame and I turn on my session based indicator, what do we see? We see that London session sold off this M15 supply, and then now we have a new area of supply here. So we need price to give us an entry confirmation off this area to sell. No entry confirmation, then we won't sell. But we pretty much need New York session to create a new area of supply here so we could sell. But I'll keep you guys updated with anything. Also, very important, let me show you guys here. You can see that it is actually Monday, April 12th, 9:12 a.m. And then when we go to the account, let me show you guys the account so you guys can see that the account is there. So we're at $800 with the trades from last week. So pretty much now we need to flip this, like I said, to $2,000. So here we go. All right, so you guys can see it's 9:30 New York session. No trades taken yet. Now, I was looking to trade USD CAD, but I do see a solid setup on Euro USD. Notice how we have our previous session setting us up. We have the M15, the M5 creating an area of supply from our previous session setting us up. Now, when we go to the H4, you can see that we are still targeting an area of demand. So the higher time frame is telling us to sell. Notice how we have this daily and H4 demand as the next target for price. So I'm definitely going to call this sell right now in the Signal group. I'm actually on a live Zoom right now. As you can see, we got 400 people on, but I'm gonna call this sell limit right here in the Signal group, targeting this area right now. All right, so check it out, guys. I just placed the sell limit and I just called this in the Signal group as well. So let me show you guys every single trade that I take. I call in the Signal group, sell limit sent, and have our sell limit placed here. So as soon as price pulls back into this area, it will activate our order. I'm gonna close with the 1 to 2, but this is a super solid trade setup right here. So pre-New York setting us up. All right, guys, so we're eating breakfast right now. I'm waiting for the trade to activate. If it doesn't activate, that's completely fine. We'll just come back tomorrow. I'm not gonna have a trade open past 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There's no point in doing that. The volume comes in sessions. So if anything, I'll just leave this for another like 30 minutes. And if it doesn't activate in 30 minutes, then we'll just come back tomorrow. All right, guys, so check it out. Price is literally at our entry. Now, the trade hasn't activated the sell limit yet. So I entered manually. I entered a 1 lot manually and I still have the 2.5 lots sell limits. So I let everyone in the Signal group know that I entered manually as well. You can see, as always, just letting you guys know, I entered a position manually here, but the sell limit is what counts. I'm going to leave it as well. So literally, I let everyone know that I entered a position manually there, but the sell limit is the trade that's going to count. I just entered this just in case price didn't activate it, but I do think price is going to activate the sell limit. All right, let's go, guys. The sell limit just activated. Look at it right here. You can see here, we go to the account. We have the 2.5 lot, the sell limit, and the trade that I entered manually. And then I always update everything with the Signal group, letting them know that the trade is active. So I will update you guys as soon as anything happens. All right, guys, so our trade is in a little bit of profit right now. We are up about 5% on the account. So we want to get definitely want to get to at least $1,000 with this trade. And I know we could do it. We could probably close this trade with $1,400 bucks. So let's see what happens, guys. All right, guys, so I'm thinking I'm actually going to close this trade with a 1-to-1 strategically. That way the account could be just over $1,000. You can see that we're almost at $1,000 now. But if I close with the 1-to-1, I'll be like at 1,100, 1,200 bucks. That way I could have enough leverage in the account so I could risk it. And if I lose the next trade, I'll still be at 1,000 bucks. That way I just secure the profits, guys, because honestly, securing the profits is what's going to get me to flip this account. All right, guys, so the trade is pretty much back at break even. We're almost at take profit.
And now price is back at our entry point. So we're literally at break even, as you can see. So now we got to see what happens. I'll update you guys if we hit take profit or if we hit stop loss. So like I said, I'll honestly close this trade with the 1-to-1 just so I can secure the 1,000 and be like at 1,200 bucks. All right, guys, so I'm gonna have to close this one lot because it's too much leverage for this account and it's not gonna let me hold the 2.5 lots all the way to my stop loss. So it's gonna kick me out of both if I don't close that one lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and close that one lot and I'll update you guys. I'm literally on the expressway right now on the way to the docket, but I'm gonna go ahead and close this. All right, guys, so our trade is pretty much back at break even. Honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna close with the 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. You can see we're literally at break even right now. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, so after being in profit pretty much the whole day, price reversed on us and we hit stop loss. We're literally so close to take profit, which is fine. We just gotta come back tomorrow and flip the account. Now we're pretty much at 491. So we need at least 2 solid trades now to get back to 1,000.
All right, good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday morning. It is pretty much the second week of the challenge, and pretty much the account with the loss is now at 500 bucks. Now it's super annoying because I am literally going all in, so when I catch a 1-to-2, it doesn't make up for the losses because the risk management is not the same on every single trade. That's why it's important to risk the same amount on every trade when you're actually trading like an account and it's your actual account. You want to have the risk reward on point and the risk management. So let me show you guys what we're working with for this morning. So you guys can see the account is at pretty much 500 bucks. I do have a sell limit placed already and I did call this in the Signal group as well. So let me show you guys every single trade that I take or I plan on taking. I call in the Signal group. You can see I set my analysis. This is the sell limit called right here. Now let me show you guys why I call the sell limit. So pretty much notice how, actually let me go on the higher time frames for you guys. So notice on the H4 time frame, how price gave a big distribution to the upside. So we had this big distribution to the upside, and then now price is pulling back, finding demand. The true demand is the previous contrary candle that created the push. So these areas of demand in the way price just usually reacts off of them, and then we break past them. So now we reacted off of this one to find supply. So let me show you how price uses these areas to find supply, and then we break past it. So what did price do right here? Let me show you guys. So what did price do right here off the H4 demand? Price used the H4 demand to pull back into a supply to continue the movement to the downside, which is going to be this next target down here. And also notice how we have pre-New York setting us up. So we have pre-New York setting us up with the previous contrary candle. So we have London that sold off of here, and then now pre-New York is setting us up with this entry right here. I will close with the 1-to-2, maybe a 1-to-3, but obviously this is going to be a target down here, but we're not going to hold all the way over there. So this is the sell limit called, and I will update you guys as soon as anything happens. All right, guys, so we have red folder news at 9:45. So literally in 2 minutes, we have red folder news. So not to blow the account, what I did was I took off the 2.5 lots. I mean the 1.5 lot, and I left the 0.50 at the sell limit. And pretty much I updated the Signal group. I told them to close the sell limit because of the news. And then right after news, I will send them with an updated entry, and I will enter myself if that didn't activate. So depending what price does here, we will place the sell limit again, or we will enter manually if there's a new opportunity presented to enter. Yo, insane. You guys are seeing I am the Signal King for a reason. What? Oh my God, guys. Now this is crazy because honestly, it didn't even activate. The 0.50, you guys are gonna see, literally did not activate. How annoying, guys. Look at this shit. All right, so you guys just saw how insane this signal was. Now, obviously, we didn't take it because of news, and it didn't activate by a hair, but I did call us in the Signal group, but the news was the only thing that messed it up. So now we have a new opportunity, and I just called this new entry as well. So now we have an M15 and an M5 supply created in our session. So if price was to pull back, we already have this trade pending in the Signal group, and we have the sell limit placed. So let me show you guys. You guys can see that we have the sell limit placed here, a 1.5 lot. You can see right there. And let me show you guys that I already called this in the Signal group as well. So right here, I already told them the new entry, and I just let them know how precise this other entry was. All right, guys, so it's already 11:45. It's pretty much the end of the New York session. I told everyone in the Signal group to delete this sell limit already. So this was the first entry. You can see we didn't take it because of news, but this would have been perfect, guys. A perfect 1 to 3, but whatever, that's fine. We'll just come back tomorrow. Now, more than likely, you guys are going to see London sell from this area here. So if I'm awake, I'm going to send the sell limit again, and we will catch this trade. More than likely, I'm telling you, London's going to sell from here, and this is the next main target for price over here. Now, just to show you guys can see we deleted the sell limit. So we had the sell limits here from the first entry and then the second one. None of them activated, so that's fine. And then you can see that pretty much I always update the Signal group. I tell them to delete the sell limit. It's 11:40. That more than likely London will sell from this area. All right, so check it out, guys. It is 3:30 in the morning. This is something I rarely ever do, but we're trading London session. Why? Because pretty much I'm calling the same entry that I called New York session yesterday. So pretty much we have New York session setting us up. Notice how price is pulling back into the supply to continue the distribution. So this is a, notice this right here, distribution, pullback, distribution, pullback, distribution. This is a pullback to continue another distribution up into the daily demand. Now I'm gonna show you guys, I already have the sell limit placed. So you can see here, I have two of them. Why do I have two sell limits placed? Because I want the first one to activate with the 0.80, and I have the 0.50 just above it to see if it activates me as well, because sometimes it's so much leverage for the account that I won't activate it. So I have both of these, one slightly above the other one, to see if it activates both. If not, we'll be in with one. And then as you can see, everything I do, I always update the signal group. So you guys can see sell limit sent with my analysis at 324, at 321. So let's see what happens. All right, guys, so it is currently 8:22. We just woke up and our trade just hit take profit 1. So we're literally up a 1-to-1 right now. Let me show you guys. I just told the signal group take profit 1 hit. We are currently up a 1-to-1. Let me show you guys on the account what that looks like. So both of them activated. We are currently up almost 10% of the original balance. So let's see what happens, guys. Okay, so I'm actually gonna place this entry at break even. Why? Because we are up over a 1-to-1, and if price pulls back, we shouldn't pull back into our entry point. So I'm gonna let everyone know that I'm gonna place my entry at break even, and I'm gonna cover my losses right now. So I'm literally gonna show you guys right here. I'm just gonna put my entry at break even, 369. Oh, I'm pretty much just gonna put in break even. All right, so good thing I told everyone to go break even, but I don't know what came over me, guys. So I put my positions break even. I got stopped out break even, and then I just entered impulsively. So right now we're in drawdown with the one lot. I don't know why I closed my positions. This was literally just off of impulsive, guys. So I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see. We have this one lot placed, so let's see what happens. We're in drawdown. All right, guys, so I just scaled in. I threw another position because I'm like, if we hit stop loss, it's gonna be like 17 bucks, and the risk to reward is better because we enter like up here. So let's see what happens. If we get stopped out, it's completely fine, guys. But if not, we will flip this trade. All right, guys, so I don't know what came over me and why I entered those two other positions. Now we hit stop loss for real. I was good, but now we lost 159, which is completely fine. The risk to reward was there. It would have been perfect, but I acted on my impulses. I'm not gonna lie. So you guys saw me act on my impulses here. All right, guys, so we're actually on the way right now to go give away my old monitor. My old monitor was a $2,000 monitor, which is completely works fine. I just don't like it, so I bought it, and a week later I'm giving it away to a random follower. So we're on the way right now to meet him up at Publix, and I'm gonna go ahead and give him the monitor, which is awesome. Like, imagine winning a $2,000 monitor without doing anything. So I like to give back, guys. Like, I like to put people in the position of what I would like to be in. So obviously I would like to receive a $2,000 monitor when I first started trading. That's why I like to give back, to be what I would like to receive. All right, guys, we're here with the boy. He just picked up the monitor. My bro, what do you think?
Dude, thank you so much for this opportunity, man. I truly appreciate it. This is no hoax. This is the real deal. Jay, you are the man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, he says he's going to use the monitor for his work and for trading. So this is definitely the guy that it should have gone to.
Thank you.
All right, so check it out, guys. It's 5:11 in the morning. I woke up now to go to the bathroom, and I rarely ever trade London session, but we do see a solid setup. Notice how London sold off the Frankfurt supply, and then now London is setting up pre-New York or the end of London session. But I'm pretty sure pre-New York, once it opens up, is going to pull back into here and sell. So I already have this sell limit placed. You guys can see here, we have the sell limit placed, and I called this in the signal group as well. So let me show you guys every single trade that I take. I call in the signal group. So we have this placed here. Now let's see what happens. All right, guys, so the trade activated and the trade went straight into profit. We are up almost a 1-to-1. Let me show you guys. You can see right here the trade activated. This is the sell limit, and I also entered manually with the 0.30. So I entered manually after it activated with the sell limit. So let's see what happens. All right, so check it out, guys. We are up a 1-to-1 right now. The trade just hit take profit 1. Now pretty much we are up. Let's see, let me show you guys. You can see we are up literally a 1-to-1, and I did update everyone in the signal group as well, letting them know that the trade hit take profit 1 for those that want to close to the 1-to-1. Me personally, I'm going to close with the 1-to-2, guys, so we're still going to hold this. Insane, guys. The trade is up almost a 1-to-2. Look at how sniper I'm sorry, guys, I'm just waking up. Look how sniper this entry is on the signal, guys. A more sniper entry does not exist. That is the reason I am the signal king. If we look at the account, guys, you can see that we are up 423 bucks on the account right now. Well, that's the balance on the account. We are up 90 bucks. All right, so you guys can see we are up almost a 1-to-2 on this trade. Literally insane, guys. Look at that entry. A more sniper entry does not exist. This is literally a perfect trade right here. Now you can see that we are up pretty much. The balance is 400 bucks, but we are up $90 on the account. Super solid. All right, so check it out, guys. The analysis was on point. You guys saw me right around here say that I was looking to sell from here, and I called it with a 2 pip difference because USD CAD has been not activating the zones by 2 pips. And you can see how sniper this is, guys. Like, a more precise entry does not exist. And then we had red folder news at 8:30, and that is what messed this trade up, guys. So this trade was up almost a 1 to 2, and look at how red folder news brought volume to the other direction, guys. So those in the signal group that closed with the 1 to 1 secured the profits, but I did not, guys. I didn't even put it break even, which I honestly should have put it break even. And then you can see that we took this loss right here, guys, which is my fault. I honestly should have put this break even. I don't know why I didn't, and I should have secured the profits, but that's fine. All right, so after the Signal King gave this challenge some thought, I analyzed, and I'm seeing my mistakes, guys. So the first thing, guys, is that with this challenge, it's kind of hard to be profitable if you don't catch the first trade and you don't win the first trade. Why? Because I'm over leveraging the crap out of every single trade. I'm going all in. So if I lose the first trade and I lose 50% of the account, I can't risk the same that I did on the first trade because the actual account will let me risk that same amount. So it doesn't matter if I win 2 trades back to back, I still won't be at the break even point where we started. So I'm noticing that I have to win the first trade on the account. The first 2-3 trades have to be a 1 to 1 risk to reward. And after that, I could go with the 1 to 2, and I would literally be at $3,000 if I would have done that. So I had all the trades that I needed to be in profit right now, but just because of the risk management and the risk to reward, I'm not in profit. So after thinking and analyzing, guys, I am going to do a tweak in the approach, and we're gonna like slaughter this challenge. All right, what's going on, everyone? It's the Signal King here. It is currently Friday morning. It is 9:22 a.m. Now it's New York session, guys. Now, honestly, the last 2 weeks have been super solid. I've been sending fire trades, but just me not knowing how to manage this challenge is what's had me in the negative. If I would have had the same approach that I think I'm going to do now, if I have to restart it, it would definitely be positive, but no excuses. So let's get right into it. You guys can see it is 9:22. The account is at 254. Now let me show you guys what I see for a USD CAD. So the next target for price is this area of demand that created this push to the upside. So let me show you guys. You see this big distribution to the upside and this void to be filled. Price always fills the void and goes back into the previous contrary candle that created the push. So 100% right now, price is definitely going to make its way down here by the end of next week. So notice how price has been selling this whole for the past few weeks. Now, what has price been doing? Notice how price has been pulling back into the supply. So previous contrary candle before the push, price pulls back into it, sells, creates a new area of supply right here, pulls back into it, sells, and then we have a new area of supply right here. So this is the same thing as this. Now price is pulling back. So we could honestly look for buys to take us up here. And if we don't get a buy opportunity, then we'll be looking for sells off this area. Now, the only thing is we do have red folder news in 40 minutes. So after the red folder news, I will be looking to take a trade. All right, let's go, guys. What a banger trade called on a Friday. Now, I couldn't break this trade down before because I was on a business meeting. But look at it right here, guys. I did take this trade. Obviously, the profits weren't much because it was a $200 account. But you can see I did call this in the Signal group as well. You can see every single trade I tell them in the Signal group. I told them I was closing right here with almost a 1 to 2. You can see the trade right here. Every single trade I take, I call. All right, guys. So that wraps up the second week of the challenge. Now, you guys saw that we ended this week with the account almost at pretty much $500. So we were able to bring the account a little bit back up from last week, which we ended the week, which almost like the account was at pretty much 200 bucks. Now, that's pretty solid. Now, the only thing this week, guys, that Monday, you guys saw how we hit stop loss, which is completely normal. Tuesday, I sent a trade that would have gave a perfect 1 to 3. I sent it to the Signal group. You guys saw. The only thing was I couldn't take the trade because there was news, so I wasn't able to actually take that trade. But the trade right after that I sent didn't activate either, so Tuesday, no trade taken. Now, Wednesday and Thursday, I sent the trade that gave almost a 1 to 2, but I didn't close those trades. But you saw each trade pretty much gave almost 2%. And then Friday's trade, we were able to secure a nice 1 to 2. It gave out 3%, but I didn't close with 3%. I was able to secure a nice 1 to 2 on that trade. Now, you guys are seeing, I'm saying 3% for an average person that's taking the signal and risking 1% per trade, but we're obviously risking like 60-70% per trade. So I was able to catch a nice 1 to 2 on Friday, leaving the week super positive. So we're pretty much on a 3-week winning streak in the Signal group, and next week we'll come back and definitely get the account back up to 1,000. Like I said, the goal was to get this week the account to 1,000 to 1,200. But we'll come back next week and do that. We still got the account a little bit more up from where we were in the beginning of the week, so that's definitely a positive. Now, if you guys want to be part of the Signal group where I'm sending all these trades and all my analysis, make sure you guys click the link down below. We are, like I said, we're on a 3-week winning streak in this group. Next week, we'll go ahead and secure the 4th week. Also, make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and in the free Telegram, where I'm giving you guys daily updates for this challenge. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.